The 2025 Australian Grand Prix was painful. This is mainly for two reasons. One, I had to wake up before 5 AM to watch this. And no, I'm not joking. Secondly, I had to watch until lap 44 until Oscar Piastri decided he wasn't going to be the first Australian driver to win the Melbourne Grand Prix. 2026 will be our year. Anyway, a lot of you in the comments were saying you wanted race reviews, so I figured that we'd do that this weekend. So after doing some research,
check it out.
I came to the conclusion that my attention span could not handle the average length of some of these review videos.
And then they just come at you thick and fast, but they get ever tighter towards the end.
Anyway, therefore today I'm going to condense down everything you need to know that happened in practice, qualifying and the race into a video that's short and fun. You're welcome. Like usual, if some components of the race weekend interest you more than others, feel free to navigate to them with the timestamps below. With that, let's get right into it. Okay, practice one. So, I don't get the hype of waking up at 2:30 to see absolutely nothing happen. Deadass, just about the only interesting thing that happened in this 60-minute session was Ollie Behrman crashing one of the weirdest places. However, in doing so, he set a new team record at Haas. That's right, Nikita Mazepin made it to lap 1. I've provided an official translation in case you don't speak Haas.
Hey, okay, Ollie? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's okay, Ollie. The car is safe, as long as you're okay.
So yeah, apart from the 500-word apology letter he had to write Gene, Behrman was kept in timeout for the next 2 days. Right, practice 2. So basically none of the drivers could keep it on the track, and it was the exact same as practice 1. Who would have thought? They were all foreshadowing what was going to happen later in the week. Ooh, the commentators threw shade to Lance Stroll, that was fun.
The Aston Martin man opting for a bit of lawn mowing at turn 1 instead.
Then Liam Lawson had to cry because he got caught pushing in line. Like, I know I already said this, I'm not a Lawson hater, it's just so hard to like the guy when he acts like this.
Yeah, he went through the grass.
Yeah, no shit, you forced him wide. Full disclaimer, to all my Kiwi viewers, no, I do not hate the guy. You just can't act like this and then go off the track at the next corner. Maybe I'm not cooking here though, because so many drivers were going off the track trying to get the hidden Mario Kart item box. But that's all I got for FP2. Alright, I'm gonna speed run FP3. Here we go. Red Bull, fast. Williams, not so fast. Red Bull, sad. Williams, happy. Breaking news! Behrman crashed on the first lap of FP3. Very good job. Welcome to the Haas graveyard.
No, it's still shockingly bad.
Okay, now some better content. Let's get right into Q1. Just like 2024, we saw the second Red Bull struggling to get out of the bottom 5. Welcome back, Checo Perez. What can I say? That second Red Bull seat is cursed.
Yeah, he went through the grass.
Oh, on the topic of Red Bull, here's Gabriel Bortoleto driving a tractor into Q2, only days after Helmut Marko called the F2 champ a B-grade driver.
Gabriel Bortoleto. Kurze Einordnung.
Würde ich B-Fahrer ein.
Okay, there's your A-grade driver, Dr. Marko. Gabriel wasn't quiet about this either. Here's what he had to say.
I think Helmut is just talking and talking. I'm gonna prove him wrong with time.
Okay, but that was it for Q1. Antonelli didn't improve, both the Hasses didn't make it, Hulkenberg didn't make it either, and Lawson also didn't make it through. Okay, and now we've got Q2. To be honest, it wasn't that interesting. The main highlight was Hamilton had flashbacks during his stint or something like that, so he spun around and blocked the entire track. But yeah, this kind of impeded some drivers on their hot laps, but there were no real surprises in the top 10. The only unfortunate surprise for me is finding out Fernando Alonso will not be winning the Drivers' Championship this year. That's right, the Aston Martin still has no pace, so both drivers were eliminated in Q2. But Lance seems to be in good spirits, so that's great. But that's that, I'm not going to drag out any more of Q2. They got eliminated, Hajar got eliminated, Doohan got eliminated, and unfortunately Gabriel Bortoleto also got eliminated. Okay, now it's time to talk about Q3. So basically the first half of Q3 was a glorified game of musical chairs. Seriously, I must have watched these 5 each set the fastest lap in the span of 2 minutes. I could not keep up, it was crazy.
It's too fast! How could you even tell what's on?
So anyway, it looked like a Verstappen pole because Norris got his time deleted.
Yeah, shut up!
Anyway, then they all went out and did their second attempt. This time, Piastri was cooking. He put his car on provisional pole by almost half a second. The crowd was loving it. But then Norris did the unthinkable. He beat Piastri. Here's the top 10. Good job, Yuki. Also, what the hell was the commentary? Put Martin Brundle back.
Verstappen has to find a response. Does Verstappen have a reply? No!
But yeah, that's all I gotta say for qualifying.
I don't know. and I don't really care.
Now for the best part, let's talk about the race. First things first, the driver of the day actually went to the rain. This is primarily because it brought out the most entertaining parts of the race. Let's go into each one of them together, shall we? Hadjar was the very first victim of the rain on the formation lap. Once they cleared his car, the race started, and I've got to say, I have no idea how there was not an accident into turn 1. The rain's next victim was Jack Doohan, and he seemed to go into the wall all by himself. Franco Colapinto was watching from the pits eagerly at that second Alpine seat. The next victim was Sainz, who decked it into the wall all by himself. So after the rain obliterated the circuit, we were stuck behind the safety car all the way up until lap 7. And then the race resumed with Norris leading Verstappen and Piastri. Kimi Antonelli then became the third lawnmower of the weekend when he spun out and he nearly crashed into the wall, but luckily he saved it and he kept going. So the next lap, Max Verstappen saw an item box, so he went off the track to go get it and Piastri took the lead. Haters will say he locked up, I know what I saw. Anyway, for the next stint of the race, we had Norris, Piastri, Verstappen. Welcome back, Hambot Ver. You were not missed. Right, here's where my controversial opinion comes in. So Piastri closes the gap to Norris down to 3.6 seconds, and then when he wants to overtake him, he's told to hold position.
So we should hold position, please. Hold position. Okay.
And then he's told to wait behind Norris until he can.
Let us know your pace.
Well, yeah, he already told you he was faster. So being told to hold position, he drops back 1.5 seconds. Then he goes off the track and now drops back 3 seconds. And then conveniently, he's allowed to race.
Okay, Oscar, we're free to race now. Free to race.
Yeah, really helpful, guys. I swear, if you mistreat another Australian driver, take this with a grain of salt, though. Like, I agree with Zach Brown. I wouldn't want to be Christian Horner. He's done much worse. This didn't really end up mattering, though, because Aston Martin rookie Fernando Alonso binned it into the wall and brought out the safety car. So then, just about every driver came in for their free pit stop behind the safety car, putting slick tyres on, which proved to be a fatal mistake, because then, well, it happened. And okay, I don't want to be that guy, but what if they let him pass Norris? What if he didn't spin?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
Okay, no more Piastri glazing, I promise. He wasn't the only one to have a problem though, Leclerc did too. Then Liam Lawson also crashed out, almost as if he was sabotaged by it. And then Gabriel Bortoleto also crashed out. However, I want to do some detective work here. Look carefully as he spins. His rear right pops out as if there was an underlying suspension problem already. Now, I know he's already moving backwards and he spun, but I think there's more at play here. And I'm not onto nothing here, the commentators agree, plus Sauber's also looking at the possibility there was a mechanical failure. But that was essentially it. Verstappen closed the gap to Norris to about 2/10 near the finish line, but they crossed the checkered flag together. But that's all. Our top 3 was Norris, Verstappen and Russell. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The Disasterclass of the Weekend award goes to none other than Ferrari. Congratulations, guys. I think it's safe to say that you have exceeded our expectations after all that preseason hyping. Please help me understand how one drop of water flushes the whole strategy down the toilet.
Is there a leakage? A leakage of what? I have the seat full of water, like full of water. Must be the water.
Long story short, they pit at the worst possible time, and this is the outcome. Hamilton's race engineer was also harassing him to use the overtake button.
Can use K1 rear to close?
Leave me to it, please.
K1 available?
Yes, I know. Leave me to it, please.
I feel bad for Lewis, man. I reckon this was the highlight of his weekend.
I got a really great view of like the train station and the river.
But yeah, that's it. Race weekend gets a light 7 out of 10. Also, I apologize for the wait. It was my birthday, some music dropped. Basically, the week was massive.
We were winners. And this time, you either win with us or they watch us win. They ain't believe in us.